We are talking Guanajuato Silver today at GSVR, Toronto Venture Exchange, GSVRF on the OTCQX in the States here. And I've got the CEO, James Anderson. James, Happy New Year. We hadn't spoken in a while here. You put quite a bit of news on the board here, raised a little money here. But I guess you got a mine restarted. But I guess the big news today is you set a record here with some nice ounces on the board. So let's run through those silver ounces.
Thank you very much, Rob. Good to see you. Thanks for that introduction. Yes, yes, and yes to all of the above. We continue to be very, very busy. We like to call ourselves Mexico's fastest growing silver mining company. And I think that that's been easily demonstrated, by the fact that we've put 5 mines back into production, 3 production facilities over the last 24 months or so. A big spike in our quarterly production that we just announced this morning, up to 837,000 silver equivalent ounces in the fourth quarter. So we are at a run rate of doing 3.5 million silver equivalent ounces per year. And I say run rate, and some people aren't quite sure what I mean by that, but we've been growing so quickly, Rob, that putting a fork in exactly where we're at for a 12-month production view is difficult. So we exit 2022 at a run rate of about 3.5 million silver equivalent ounces, but we intend to produce close to 5 million silver equivalent ounces in 2023.
Well, that's a nice uptick, no matter what language you call it there. So yeah, I guess you answered one of my questions, what the MO is for the year, put more ounces on the board. But we'll get into a little deeper here on what you found here. There's several things you've got going there outside of silver that propels this mine.
Yeah, that's right. So our mix of metals is about 50% silver, about 40% gold, and then about 10% lead and zinc. Now we are called Guanajuato Silver. Most of our mines and 2 of our production facilities are within the Guanajuato area. All of those mines produce silver and gold concentrate with no base metals. However, we do also own the Topia mine in Durango, in the state of Durango in Mexico. And that is really a silver, lead, zinc, gold mix of metals. So a little bit different. The concentrate's a little bit different. We sell concentrate from there to Samsung, as well as Ocean Partners, which is a British firm. We've got a very good relationship with those guys. They've lent us a little bit of money for our operations over the last couple of years, and we continue to have a very good relationship with those guys. They give us very good prices for our concentrate.
Yeah, let's get into a little the blue sky here. Obviously, we got a solid business here you put together, James. But talk about Ramon here. We've had some conversations off camera here. Who was instrumental in building First Majestic. He's part of the team here, so you're beyond excited. What's the future hold here for Guanajuato?
And I think that having Ramon, it's one thing for me to tell people how we intend to grow the company. There's a lot of CEOs in junior mining companies out there that will, describe what they would like to do. Can you do it? I think that if you look at the growth of our company over the last 24 months and the fact that we have put 5 mines and 3 production facilities back online effectively and cost effectively, purchased those assets for a very good price, I think that should lead people to believe that we can do it. But the fellow who you mentioned, Ramon Davila, Ramon is our president. He's in charge of all Mexican operations for the company. He has the best CV in Mexican mining. He's had tremendous success everywhere he's gone. That includes with Peñoles. Peñoles is the Mexican firm. It is Mexico's largest mining company. A smaller company called Luis Min. He was instrumental in great success there. He went on to sell a mine which he owned called La Colorada to Pan American Silver, which I think is arguably Pan American's best mine still today. He worked with Ross Beatty at Pan American for 5 years and then went on to be one of the founders and the chief operating officer at First Majestic, as you mentioned, and worked with First Majestic from when they had no production to 12 million silver equivalent ounces per year. When he started, they had 4 employees. When he left, they had 4,000 employees. So Ramon has done this before. He's very confident in his ability to be able to do this again. He would admit this. He's in the latter stages of his business life, and he wants to do this one more time. That's what he's here for. He's made good money over the years. He does not need this job, but he enjoys it. He loves it. He is the best manager that I have ever worked with in any business at any time in my professional career. And it's a pleasure to work with him. And I think that we can continue to build the company if we continue on the trajectory that our production trajectory continues, Rob. We will meet a number like that in the next few years. Now, the exact path of how we go there, I'm a little uncertain, but I'm pretty sure that the team that we've put together, not just Ramon, but the entire 100% Mexican team that we have on the ground working with us in Central Mexico, that team can get us where we want to go.
Yeah, silver acting a little better here too, so that ought to help things out. We'll look forward to checking back in as you offer some more news up to the market here. So that's James Anderson. He's the CEO here at Guanajuato Silver, GSVR Venture Exchange, GSVRF, OTC in the States here. James, I appreciate that in-depth update, and we'll look forward to checking back in when you hit the wire again.
Thanks very much for the opportunity. Talk to you soon.